everybody, and welcome to another Just Enough Heshy show. Guys, buckle up, sit back. I'm in big trouble tonight.
Buckle up tight.
I can't
Gonna
hear
be
you.
a bumpy ride.
Buckle up tight.
We have with us tonight, besides my wonderful co-host, Bumi, how are you?
I am wonderful.
And Sawyer, you are wonderful as
Hi,
well.
great to be here.
Sawyer was driving around with me this week, everybody, and helping me shoot videos, so I hope you watched all my videos out there. It was a bunch of little crazy ones. And then we have my special co-host tonight. Her name is Crackhead Barney. Say hello.
Hey, it's Crackhead Barney. Follow me on Instagram at Crackhead Barney is back. And you can follow the show at Crackhead Barney and Friends.
Okay.
It's such an honor to have you here tonight, Crackpot Barney.
Name right. God.
Anyways, she's a performance artist. She attacked me at one of the protests. You didn't attack me. You didn't attack
Some
me.
guys have all the luck, right, Heshy?
Heshy, no jokes needed tonight. No jokes.
I know, no jokes. I don't have to make any jokes tonight. Crackhead Barney is a performance artist, and she screamed at me. And I wanted to tell you, I walked away, and I was not confrontational. Was I confrontational?
Very.
Anyways, I can't hear her.
But,
So.
you can't hear me?
Okay. Let's see. Okay, we talking to the mic. One more to say hello.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. So
Okay.
I was not confrontational, and what happened was this week to me, everybody, and I'm going to tell you this before we start the commercials. I go every Saturday night to the pizza shops, and I try to make a video for them, and I try to bring them in business to the shows and to the pizza shops, and I'm very nice. So and I go in, Crackhead, and I pay full price, and
Okay.
I don't ask for anything freebies.
You
and
should try to pay half.
I don't. And
Shocking.
usually I go alone. And this week I went with my wife, and a young gentleman sent by one of the schools started screaming and hollering at me and embarrassing me in front of my wife. Now, if I can't defend myself, guys, in front of my wife, I'm not going to go home, sit on the couch while my wife looks at me in disgust while an 18-year-old pothead or 20-year-old pothead starts cursing me out.
Was he white?
He was white.
Good.
And he was Jewish.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow,
hey,
good.
Hey.
Just as long
No
as
hating on nobody.
Just
Okay.
as long as it
Love
stays like that.
We don't overtalk. We're gonna
overtalk. We don't
Fix your mic, fix his mic.
Race, color, creed,
But we-
religion. To us, everybody is the same. Good
Anyways,
people and bad people
we're
regardless.
gonna get to that in a minute.
I don't know about that.
We're going to talk about that on the
I
show,
suppose
everybody.
you then feel that whites are different, infinitely superior to blacks. If that you don't know about,
I don't know. But whoa.
Natural
Stop.
superiority.
I don't know.
Hello, we're going to get into the show. We're going to get into the show.
We're in the
you
show.
could call into the
What
show.
year
at-
are we in?
You could call into the show at 718-303-9090. You could watch us on Just Enough Heshy on YouTube, Just Enough Heshy on Facebook, and we're going to post this show afterwards. And trust me, Crackhead Barney is not going to let us go easy. But
Never.
Never.
Ever,
But
not in Midwood.
Crackhead, I'm going to ask you a favor. We're going to do a quote. I made one specially for you.
Okay.
And I have a joke that I'm hoping you laugh at.
Okay, let's see. I'm scared.
Okay.
I'm
Anyway,
scared.
let's do our commercials real quickly.
We got to knock them out
We're going to
tonight.
do it. We have my favorite friend, Jaime, at
High-Tech
High Tech
Web
Web Group, 212-235-2777. He runs this show. I hope he doesn't shut us down in the middle. 212-235-2777. His email is info@hightechwebgroup.com, info@HITECHWEBGROUP.com, 212-235-2777. He constructs your websites with skill and precision so you can finally experience a whole new world of business. Really, let his team of professionals take care of your website from beginning to end. Give him a call at 212-235-2777. By the way, I want you all to know, did you know that I had a granddaughter this week?
Yeah.
Mazel
whoa.
tov. Congratulations.
Say mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Heshy. Mazel tov.
I had a...
Mazel tov.
Okay.
Okay, we got you.
Oh, no, not here on the show. I told you, we are
think-
rated
I
PG
think,
over here. So.
Heshy, I think you're about to become an uncle again.
Anyways,
the father of my kid.
Yeah, okay. We got, what do we have next?
We have TT
TT
Styles.
Hair, wigs, makeup, wedding events, and all affairs. She will do you up to a T. You can reach Tehila at 516-362-6484. That's 516-362-6484.
And remember, she brings out the beauty in you.
And then we have, of course, Plaza Auto Leasing. What a great place.
That's unbelievable. Plaza Auto Leasing. They're not only a leasing company, but also a dealership. You get the best of both worlds. The flexibility to lease or buy any vehicle, make or model, combined with quick service, huge inventory, and easy approvals. There is no finance manager to meet with, just a friendly pal sales representative that can handle most of the transaction from start to finish without you even having to step foot in their office.
Wow, too
All you have to
professional.
do is place your order, and they will even deliver your car right to your door.
So remember
what
to
are
become
you
a
waiting
pal.
for? Become a pal and call Plaza Auto Leasing today. And don't forget to tell them that Uncle Heshy sent you. You can reach Plaza Auto Leasing at 718-975-9000. That's 718-975-9000.
2750 Nostrand Avenue, 718-975-9000. She made that commercial too complicated. Just go in, lease your car. They have great prices, all updated stuff. 2750 Nostrand Avenue, 718-975-9000. And then we have Coogs Electric, my favorite electrician. And I want you to know, it's not easy. There was a fire last week. People died. You guys, please be serious. Get yourself somebody with experience. Don't try to be smart and do it yourself. People can die. And this is what I do. Coogs
They
Power.
specialize in residential and commercial lighting installation and repairs, as well as wiring or rewiring of your home or business. Check out their website at www.cookspowernyc.com or call Cooks Power at 347-794-8236. That's 347-794-8236.
They're family-owned and operated company since 2012, serving all Brooklyn for high-voltage electrical needs, and they install everything you want. I'm telling you, Cooks Power is wonderful. 347-794-8236, KUGSPOWER at gmail.com. And then, of course, we have my favorite lawyer. Who do we have?
We have James Meadows, a dedicated to all moving violations throughout New York State. James handles all points-related moving violations in New York City, Long Island, and upstate New York. Speeding, red lights, cell phone, stop sign, failure to yield, and improper turn are traffic offenses with stiff penalties. You need to call James Meadows, and you can reach him at 845-TICKETS. That's 845-TICKETS.
845-842-5387 is a better way to remember it. You can text him, you can email him, and where can you email him, Sawyer? JamesMeadows at gmail.com. She never knows. JamesMeadows at gmail.com. 845-842-5387. Really, guys, you need a ticket. Don't go without a lawyer. I have people this week who called me without lawyers. ECB violations. They're getting violations. Don't do it, guys. Don't save the money, because all it's going to do is hurt you at the end of the day. And really, this guy is highly rated. All over there. He has the best 100 reviews on Google, Avo, Yelp. Really, this guy is not playing around with you, and he doesn't do no plea bargains, and he has hundreds of online reviews, and you know he's a second-generation criminal lawyer.
And you cannot afford to lose your license
You
during
can't.
this pandemic.
You can't.
I mean, there's nothing. You can't go anywhere.
They're
You can't
raising
go to
your
a bar.
taxes.
You can't
They're
go
playing
anywhere.
with you. They'll take your license.
In which case, why would you need a
You
license?
need your car. You can drive, at least see the scenery, get out of your house. Fresh
Anyways,
air.
we have Fallon's.
I'll give
No,
you
we
that.
have Corner Cafe. Corner Cafe, 2 Ditmas Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. He's really great. And you know what, Linda?
Where is my veggie burger,
Well,
Heshy?
yeah, I'm going to tell you
It wasn't
something.
a veggie
I want you
burger.
to
It
know.
was an Impossible burger.
I thought that was something like that.
Crackhead Barney, my wife knows this number of this cafe by heart. She made me so crazy. Now, I've been ordering by them every day, and you call them at 718-435-2233. Can you say that number over?
718-435-3222.
No.
What was it?
Thank God the mic wasn't working. 718-435-2233.
Okay, 718-435-2223.
Whatever.
All right, whatever.
718
You got to cut back a little bit on the crack pot, Barney. You know.
718-435-2233, located at 2 Ditmas Avenue, and I've been
cracker
ordering by
and
them every
pothead.
single. Anyways, I'm talking. 718-435-2233, and then of course we have Fallon's.
Tell us about the Fallon's place where they have all that wonderful clothing for women,
It's right
children,
there in front of her.
girls, all ages.
Fallon's Clothing for adults, teens, and children, located at 3132 Bedford Avenue. You can reach Fallon's Place at 718-325-5667. That's 718-325-5667 or 718-FALLONS.
And they have everything you're looking for, all the most modern fashions and latest styles.
Not for you,
at
Bummy.
reasonable prices for the women.
For women.
Anyways, Crackhead, I want to tell you, I'm running for city council. You know
we
that?
know that.
Okay. Her mic is not working.
It's not working?
Now it's working. That's good. So I'm running for city council. My website is called HeshyTischler.com. HeshyTischler.com. Guys, it's getting serious. I'm going out for signatures February 22nd. Next week is officially my official announcement video. It's going to be very professional with a flag and an escalator and a suit and tie and all that crap. Anyways, I said a bad word.
What's the bad word? Can you repeat it again?
No.
Suit and tie?
Suit and tie. Anyways.
No, I think flag. What flag are you going to...
HeshyTischler.com. Guys, I need a donation. $5, $10, $30. I'm going to get elected. Join my movement. Join my cause. I'm going full force for this. Thank you. And then, of course, we have my favorite guys. By the way, he called screaming at me, Joe Lifer from Traveler's Choice.
What do I do to him now?
He keeps telling me you're telling about China and all that. Just tell us about the cheapest prices and don't make it too complicated.
Fine. Call the Lifers at Traveler's Choice for all of your travel needs. You can get the best prices. You can get everything done in one phone call. You don't have to go on the computer. You don't have to go searching.
And you don't have to go to China.
And you don't have to go to China. You get your airfare. You get your car rentals. You get your hotels and motels. Everything that you need wrapped up in one package for one best price.
212-868-8698. That's 212-868-8698.
And that's precisely why Traveler's Choice is your only choice.
212-868-8698. Joe and Devour Life. I don't like Joe. He called me fat. Am I fat?
Of course you're fat.
Okay.
You're very fat.
Usually my guests tell me I'm skinny, but okay.
Well, no, you're fat.
Next to Fat Pig over
You're
there.
Very fat.
luxuriously
Especially
endowed.
compared to me, I have a nice body.
212-868-8698. Speak to Devour. Joe is not my friend lately. Anyways, we have, of course, Green Guard Sanitizing. Peter Vario. You now need this sanitizing stuff. He comes into your stores, your schools, your wedding halls. He does it beautifully, and you get a sticker on there, and you have no problem with the city.
He gives
or
you
state.
certification.
Yeah. Anyways, that's enough for our commercial. I think we're finished on time, so now I'm going to get into my quote, and I want you to see my quote. Don't forget, you know what we forgot? My favorite company, Green Line Building Solutions.
You can reach them at 718-871-0382.
Tell us a little about them first before you give us the information. What does Green Line do?
Skipped right over them.
What does Green Line do?
Preservation and Development, Fire Department, Criminal Court, Department of Finance, Environmental Control Board settlements, building consultation, violation removal, construction management, owner compliance, contracting, license Department of Building Expediters, and design.
You mean they do all of that?
All of that and much, much more.
And whose company is that? Who's really
no
the
idea.
head honcho at that company?
Some guy named Heshy.
Heshy, right? Something like that, yeah.
718-871-0382. That's 718-871-0382.
Now, Heshy does really get the job done.
I do
there are many other expediters and companies that do management, other things. When they can't get the job done, they go to Heshy to ask Heshy what
718-871-0382. And thank you, everybody. Now we're going to talk about because Crackhead really wants to start talking about
Sergeant Peters.
Sergeant
Peters.
And by the way,
Mira Nava,
my granddaughter.
And then the newest
wait.
one.
I want you to say Mira Nava.
Mira Nava.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And I always give my shout out
His
What is the
granddaughter.
Mira Nava?
to my dear friend, who's one of the greatest statesmen in New York history, retired Assemblyman, the Honorable Dove Hyken. Always say hi, Dove, and
Hi, Dove.
we're thinking about
Hi,
you.
Johnny.
Anyways, that's beautiful. Now we're going to start our show, everybody. I hope you are still not bored. And Crackhead Barney is going to kill us. Anyways,
Yes, I will.
This is my
Almost.
quote. This is
Coming.
my quote that I made for Crackhead Barney.
Oh, God.
And this is what it is. Cowards die many times. Brave ones only die once. Wow. This lady here is not a coward. And I believe, that's why I invited her on the show. I believe that she is one of us from the city. She's one of us that will struggle. She wants to get ahead. She is really one of us that are sitting in this room.
So can I assume then that she wants to get rid of DeBozo?
We're going to talk
Cuomo?
to her. We're going to talk
she
to her.
would like to have seen Trump win and America continue on its
don't
proper
push it.
heading.
Don't push your opinions on her, but we're going to get to her,
Yes.
and we're going to have a thing, and I know that she's one of the brave ones, and that's why I stand there, and I want you to know, I was a fan fan of Muhammad Ali. I don't know if you know who he was. He was a champion.
Great boxing champ. One of the
perhaps the greatest boxer of all time.
Everybody's going to talk about his religion and his switching and changing his name. Let me tell you what Muhammad Ali said. He didn't. He said it straight out when he was in one of his interviews I watched, and I want you to hear this, crackhead. He was. I can't believe I'm saying crackhead.
It's crackpot.
It's racist.
I know.
Oh, you like it like that.
Anyways, Muhammad said like this. He said America started with us fighting for our rights, whether it was white people or black people. And you're right, we were prejudiced. And the black people suffered for many years under slavery. And he said we have to fight back. And I'm telling you now, we have to fight this crazy de Blasio. We have to fight Cuomo. And he was willing to sit in jail. Muhammad Ali sat in jail. He was a convicted felon, and he fought it, and he won it at the end. Here is a man that stood up for his principles and his rights. And we had to go fight thousands of miles away for other people's freedoms. We need our freedom in this city.
But Heshy, he stood up in a nonviolent way.
Okay.
He used the proper channels, the proper way of going about it. And that was one of the things that made Muhammad Ali a great man. Because he used his fist in a boxing ring, but he didn't use his fist anywhere else.
Who are you calling violent?
He was not violent.
But
he was not violent. That's his point.
It was one of the great things.
Right. And I'm also stressing nonviolence.
Okay.
And
but
I'm
who's
also
violent?
Nobody. And I want this city to protest and get rid of Mr. De Blasio's violent. Mr. Cuomo's violent. He's shutting our stores. He's locking us down. He's sending the police in, arresting us in a violent way, like this guy Max Barr in Staten Island, which he just won all his cases, by the way. Everything was dismissed. He's reopening. And now we can do it the whole city.
Misuse of the authorities is in fact violence.
But do you know why he's
I'm going to get to that. I want to say my joke. I want you to have a laugh. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay, go.
So Linda, my wife, asked me, she said to me, I have to make fun of my wife every week. She asked me, Heshy, why don't you treat me like when we were first dating? I said, Linda, I used to take you to a movie and dinner and drop you off by your mother, and I was done with you.
I like that. Reminds me of something.
She's not laughing.
It's not?
It's not funny.
Oh, sorry.
My mask is laughing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
Anyways, I used to be able to, now I can't get rid of it. She comes home every night.
Kind of reminiscent of something somebody says to me every now and then.
It was fun.
I'll come home to you, Heshy.
Oh, God. Anyway,
Heshy, she loves you, and for some reason she somehow she hates me. Or she dislikes you.
So
why?
we're gonna talk to Cracker. But Cracker, January 6th, next Wednesday.
I think you and I can be friends, Crackpot.
Next Saturday.
Next Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday? Okay.
President Trump is going to be 1 million of us are going to Washington, D.C. to scream and holler over there for our president. To stand behind him.
We're going to go yell at him.
You can go yell. I'm going there.
You're going to Washington?
I'm going to Washington.
Are you taking anyone with you?
No, I went by myself before.
Well, Sawyer is coming with me, and I'm going to get into the White House.
Go by themselves.
But I'm getting into the White House this time.
Oh, really? Oh, and maybe I'll come with you.
Okay, come with me.
Oh, you're going into the White House?
But there's no cursing.
Crackpot, you got to behave yourself if you get into the White House.
The biggest, oh my God. Oh, I can't say that on
wow, when Trump did so much for the African American community here, more than any other president since Abraham Lincoln. Do you know your facts?
No,
do you know that Biden was against? Biden is a white racist. Biden is a white racist that was against desegregation.
Stop.
How do you know?
Stop. I know. Look at the facts. Look at the history. No, I'm sorry, Crackpot. You're wrong.
One at a time. She's going to answer, but I want to ask you a
question.
Biden
was a racist.
I want to ask.
Big racist.
I want to ask Crackhead Barney one question. You are. My father brought me up to be colorblind, and I am. But I want to ask you, I want you to tell the audience, who are you? Tell us who you are.
Okay, so basically, I'm a performance artist in the New York City area, but, I'm willing to travel. So I've been performing for the past, I don't want you to guess my age, for the past 20 years, over 15 years.
Crackpot, can I ask when you say performing?
Shut up, I'm talking.
Dancing, singing, music, TV.
Go look at my Instagram, at Crackhead Barney is back.
Oh, okay.
Go look at my Instagram. So I've been doing street performance for a long time. And, I don't really like to tell people what I do. I like them to figure it out because, I'm an open book and I like people to interpret what I do.
So how do I hire you? I say, hi, Crackhead. What, are you funny? You're not funny? Just call me. I'll pay you and you'll do whatever you want to do.
I'll pay you and I'll do whatever you want.
Do you have like a specific comedy? Is it music?
I call myself a clown.
So you comedy is your
You're wearing a Trump mask.
Yeah,
now.
I'm wearing a Trump mask.
She's honoring the president.
Yes.
I appreciate
so
that.
You don't.
No, I'm not honoring him.
You hate Trump.
I debase Trump.
Why do you hate Trump?
Why
are you saying I hate him. Hate is a strong word.
So what is it with Trump? Do you like him? Did you vote for him or you didn't vote for him?
No, I didn't vote for him. I can't vote for him.
So you voted for the racist?
No. So listen, all of them are racist. All white men are racist.
Oh,
Especially,
wow.
In politics,
I
they're all
resent that.
racist.
I'm sorry.
Listen, they all racist.
But that's not true.
It's true because, like, subconsciously, you know, as a white man, you're socialized to be a racist. So that's besides.
So do you believe as a black woman that you are being mistreated and there is prejudice against you at all the time?
I wouldn't say all the time. You know, as a black person living in America, you have to you have to live your life, right? So you cannot walk around with the shroud of, oh my God, I'm different. Oh my God, I feel like this. Oh my God, I'm this and that. You have to walk in your truth. So what I do is I walk in my truth. And I do this
but I saw videos of you, and that you also screamed at a Spanish person, a Latin person.
Yeah, I scream at everybody.
So everybody is prejudiced to the black people?
You know what? It doesn't make. You know what? Everybody is my victim. Everybody is a victim.
You just mentioned, Crackpot, that you walk around in your truth.
It's crackhead.
I'm sorry, and I
Barney,
apologize.
call me Barney. I don't like white
Barney, I'm sorry.
Call me Barney.
Barney,
And
you
what's
just
your
mentioned
name?
Barney. I'm
Boomy.
Boomy, actually.
Boomy. Oh,
that's right.
Oh,
anyway.
I like the way you say it.
Yeah, listen,
Sounds
Barney.
like an explosion.
You mentioned you say you walk around in your truth.
Yes.
What is your truth?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know what my truth is.
Okay, but you walk in it, though.
I walk in my truth. And, you know, you see that in the way I walk. I walk in my truth. I don't know what that is.
I think it means you swagger your hips and stick your butt out. Is that
I don't know. What is that what a black woman does?
I don't know. Some of them are really hot when they do that. But
is that a white girl?
Is that what he calls? Is that your truth?
I don't know.
So my question to you is, okay, so everybody's against the black people?
What do you mean by that? Everybody's against black people.
Again,
why are you?
You said all white men are no good.
Racist. I didn't say they're no good. I just said that, you know, you guys.
What is a racist? Explain to me what racist means to you.
A racist is a person, listen. Okay, this is how I feel about racism. I don't care if you're a racist, because racism is like an opinion. It's like, okay, I like the color purple. I like certain things. You know what I give a... you know what I care about? Institutionalized or systematic racism, in which it can like affect or hurt other people. I don't care if you're racist. I don't care if Boomy's racist. I don't care if Heshy's racist. I don't care, because that doesn't matter. What matters to me is that if you take that racism and you hurt people with it, that's
good.
dangerous.
So you would no doubt have a problem with the our former President Obama, who went very far in institutionalizing racism in America, whereas racism had all been eradicated in America. Until
Boomy, you're
President
telling
Obama.
me that the only president, we've had like how many, 46, 44 white presidents, and the only president that could come to your mouth is a black man?
That's correct.
Is a black man that has implemented systematic racism?
He re-implemented that. By the way, what
how
you're talking
so?
about, the way you're speaking is reverse racism.
Reverse racism.
Racism.
Now see, white people that don't want to acknowledge that they are racist will talk about reverse racism because they don't want to acknowledge that they are racist. So Boomy is a racist because there's no such thing as reverse racism.
Oh, I see. Crap. So racism only goes one way. In other words,
okay, let me get.
Racism is a power structure.
Very logical.
Okay, Boomy, you had your chance.
It's a power structure.
Okay, I want to ask you a question, Bonnie. We now had your president, Trump. Okay.
My president.
Our president.
Our president, okay. Your president.
Right. So he wasn't yours?
No.
Why?
Because I live in my truth. I live under a rock.
So so you live in New York City, correct?
Yeah.
Are you happy with the way things are going on now in New York City?
You know what? The restrictions are due to COVID. COVID is it's a virus.
So there is COVID?
Listen, there's COVID, so it's.
I see you running all around. I see you a lot of times without a mask. You explain
I do have a mask.
And not only that, I see you half dressed half the time. There's no way you're not.
I'm always hot.
I got you. So my question to you: so
you
don't believe?
Sticking my butt out.
So you don't believe in COVID, or do you believe that you are going?
No, COVID does exist.
So then you're.
I'm just listen. I could be in denial.
So you're transmitting it. So you're transmitting it.
Yeah, I'm a super spreader.
You are a super spreader.
Yeah, I'm a super spreader. Just like you, Heshy.
No, I'm not. Because I don't believe in COVID. So on my question, and I'm healthy and I keep myself safe. My question to you is: then you should be arrested and put in jail.
No.
Because you're purposely spreading the COVID disease.
No, I don't have COVID.
I don't either have it.
Okay, so why? How am I going to go to jail?
But you believe that you're a super spreader.
No, let's see. You're backing me up into a war.
You're committing a crime. I don't believe I'm committing a crime, but you are admitting to committing a crime. So why are you leaving the house if the mayor says not to leave the
I have
house?
to leave the house. I have to because
Why?
I'm gonna go crazy if I stay home. I hate staying home.
So now you have people in the street that I met yesterday in the park, Prospect Park, homeless people, telling me, Heshy, I can't be locked in our little tents or houses, and we're not doing anything.
Why'd you only interview black people in Prospect Park, Heshy?
It was full of them. We didn't.
What do you mean
really,
it was full of them?
It
Like
was
they're
full
roaches?
on one side.
Like, are they roaches?
No.
I always see white people running in Prospect
We
Park.
went over a whole entire spread of one side, and it just happened to be that
It
they
happened
were
to
all.
be-
Is it segregated?
No. I'm just telling you. I was going to interview more. It was late. I only interviewed a few people. But
It was
there
getting
are,
dark.
There are homeless people in other areas, which I was going to go next, and I am going to be going to a homeless shelter. And I didn't want to interview more women, but I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed to interview women that were homeless because they're as it is, they're in shame with their children, and that you should see how depressed they are. And we feel
A lot of those homeless people, some of them can be lying. You know, some of
But
them
why?
just
You
like-
saw them. That's why I made the video. He's sitting
So
on
you
the
have
street.
no sympathy for the homeless?
Yeah, no, I do. I care about the homeless. I always I give back. I try to, help them with money and.
I was
Shut up, stop
standing,
putting words
when
in
you
my
saw
mouth.
my video yesterday, Sawyer, this beautiful woman standing next to you, she ran to the corner, bought a hot meal. She took my money, but she bought a hot meal and she went and fed those people. And I said, it's only one meal, Sawyer. What are you going to accomplish? She says, it's one meal that we're going to try to help them.
Yeah, now that's great. I love, we should all be doing so much to be helping homeless people.
But why isn't your mayor
By the way,
doing
is
it?
that homeless people of
He
all
does.
colors
There's so
or
many-
only black
Hold on,
homeless?
hold on. Listen to this.
There's so many food outreach programs. What are you talking
Private outreach programs. Did you ever
But
see the
isn't there
city's
New York
outreach?
City, I went to the NewYorkCity.gov website. Wasn't there like a homeless outreach?
And
Like
you should-
they were giving out like grocery bags. full of,
Grocery
like,
bags, you should see their stuff. A dirty
Wasn't there
yogurt.
grocery bags
No,
full
no.
of like fruit
So in other
and
words,
sustainable
DiBozo
food?
is the one that created the situation
Listen,
where
I'm
we
in
have
the
so
city
much
website
homelessness,
here.
and then he gives out a few bags of garbage, and that's his
Actually-
making up for what he has created for a situation that he caused.
Do you pay taxes?
Of course.
So how are you going to pay taxes if we're not allowed out of our houses and we're not allowed to work? How are we able to buy groceries?
But the government is subsidizing us with, extended unemployment,
So there was-
and they're giving
there's-
us
there-
the stimulus check.
So 1 minute.
The
Nobody's.
one thing the government is giving us, the government is
giving
In other
not.
words-
Listen, the government
You're
ain't giving us
subsidizing us.
nothing, nada. We, the people that are paying taxes, that's where the money comes from. They're still collecting a salary, and those little trinkets and those little niblets or whatever it is, those crumbs that they're throwing at those people, is pathetic and pitiful.
So let me
So
let
what
me
are you gonna
let
do
me
to
let me
correct
let me
it?
put it to you this way.
Not vote
Yours-
for Biden.
do you know that-
not having nincompoop in office that's going to destroy what's
it's
left
been
of
done.
this
It's
world.
Stop!
been
You're
done.
going
Biden-
too high. Biden doesn't
But
interest
Biden
me.
already won.
Right. So my question,
Yeah,
he didn't
no,
really win
he
yet.
stole.
But your
It
600.
doesn't matter. He still got
Do you
it.
know that your $600?
We'll see.
Do you know that your $600 stimulus check?
Oh, that's
break-
crap. That's crap. $600
A
can't do
dollar-
nothing with
Right,
And
it.
President Trump
Can't
has been
do nothing
fighting for
with this.
$2,000 for
Yeah, I don't know why
$2,000.
they shot
And do you
that
know
down.
something else?
Bernie Sanders is
Do you
also
know how many
going-
billions of dollars are going overseas? How much the ratio as opposed to going to outsiders and overseas people as opposed to the American people that need the help?
So you should
Our
talk-
money is going to help other people overseas.
In other countries
before
and
we
supporting
help
terrorists
our
and
own
other things.
people. That's
the Trump
ridiculous.
problem.
I
Trump
can't
is-
hear.
No, that's
No.
that's the pork that the
No.
Democrats threw into the bill.
Yeah,
that's
it's
all
not
pork.
Trump.
But Trump is the problem because he's the one that's
No,
giving
no,
the-
he's not.
He was
Trump
against
is giving
all the pork.
military so much money.
He was against all the
He's giving-
pork.
oh, please. Trump is subsidizing
Yeah,
the
you know
military
something? He's giving the
astronomically.
military. He built up the
Okay,
military.
I
He
got
built
you.
the military
I got
that
you.
Obama
but
destroyed.
I'm not interested in world politics. I have a question for you, and this is my favorite question to you. Police, what do you think about them?
About who?
Police, the police,
Oh, police are garbage.
all bad.
Listen, I believe in defunding the police.
Black police,
So
and
you-
hold on, stop
I believe in defunding the police.
completely.
You know what? When they say defund the police, they're saying that they want to redirect the money into like community programs. So these community programs can help, like, like help. Okay, so basically, listen.
You know that I'm against it. I will be funding more
the
police.
incarceration rate, well, that's bad, Heshy. That's very bad. The incarceration rate against black and Hispanic males is through the roof. A lot of those young men don't belong in jail. A lot of those
course
young
not.
men can be rehabilitated with community programs.
And I agree.
You should
So
not
one minute,
be
one
in
minute,
jail
one minute.
for 3 years for like stealing a candy bar, stealing a book
or
bag.
if you have a mental problem and you don't know better.
Exactly, and a lot
So I
of
have a
these
question
kids
for you.
have that issue.
Beautiful.
So then why should
So,
you?
one minute.
So then defunding the police definitely.
So I have a question for you. I agree. So $1.25 billion was lost by Mrs. de Blasio for mental health and research, and you have no problem. You're going to take another $1 billion away from the police when your first lady blew $1 billion.
I never heard of that.
While this city is turned into a shooting gallery, you prefer to have this city turned into a...
misusing that.
Oh, really?
We know all about it.
And listen, if the NYPD is a huge institution, if they can blow $1 billion and not get in trouble, why not Shirley McCray? Why putting Shirley? Wait. If the NYPD can blow money,
why shouldn't she be able to steal?
Why not? Yeah. Why doesn't she be able to
Well,
steal?
the way I'm hearing it from Crackpot is she should be able to steal, probably because she's African American.
Yeah, exactly. She should be able to steal. More black politicians should be able to steal billions of
go.
dollars. And
So I watched.
What do you think of that video, man? White video, man.
Okay, well, hold on. I watched the Black Lives Matter lady
white fat
said.
And
piggy.
Black Lives Matter is amazing.
Right.
Black Lives
I
Matter
got you.
all the way,
So
guys.
now
All lives matter.
All lives do matter,
All
right?
No, it
lives
doesn't.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Hold on. With Jewish
No, it
lives.
doesn't.
Wait, hold on.
Hold
So
on.
you're saying
Well,
my
listen,
life
it
doesn't
matter. You know what?
My life doesn't matter?
Listen, you know why Black Lives Matter exists? It's because Black lives don't matter if you're a black and you're getting unlawfully arrested, if you're getting unlawfully killed in the streets and nothing is
By who?
happening.
By who?
By police.
1 minute.
And nothing is happening.
Black
to
on
them.
black crime does not exist.
We're not talking about
So let me
that.
give you some numbers,
We're
my
not
darling.
talking
Can I
about
give you
that.
some
Why
numbers?
don't white crime exist
Let's
too?
hear some real
So
numbers.
Why
let me
don't
give
white crime
let me
exist
give
too?
you-
What are you trying to say?
let me-
Your government should not be able to kill you.
You're right.
Okay.
Crime
Government
exists
should not be able to
everywhere.
kill you.
Correct. So
Okay, so maybe
out
what
of
is
the
an Orthodox
2,000,
Jewish neighborhood? Can the government drop a bomb on it?
so they did.
When?
Right now, the government went.
They didn't drop a bomb
Sure
on
they did.
it.
They went and targeted the Jewish community. Said we're super spreaders. Shut our stores.
They didn't drop
Find
no
us.
bomb on you.
Sure they did.
No, they didn't.
They
didn't
arrested
arrest
us.
the
They
Hasidic-
arrested me.
Hasidic
They
people
arrested
were
me.
congregating in the streets without any arrests. I saw
They
them
arrested
doing
me.
it.
Black people were doing the very same thing.
And when did I beat up? You saw me beat up somebody?
You're violent and you're an aggressor.
When
That's
did
why
you see me beat up somebody?
You're like inciting riots and stuff.
Inciting riots.
Yeah,
I
you are.
see you right now
That's
getting
why-
violent,
that's
Crackpot.
I
You're
wanna
getting
reach
super
across
aggressive,
that table.
Crackpot. I
wanna
think
reach
I don't
across
know.
this
that
is the
table
problem.
Hold
and
on.
get neck out.
Hesh, wasn't she hanging on? She's the you're the aggressor, Heshy, but wasn't she hanging on to like basically your ankle today? Heshy, don't leave me.
What's wrong with that? I can hang on his ankle. He likes it.
So
it's a massage.
he's the aggressor.
Okay.
He's
That was a
getting turned
massage.
on. He likes it when I hang on
So
his
my
ankle.
question to you is,
If she hits you with a bottle over your head, it's just
So
a little
Barney,
gentle
I-
tap.
it.
so I got you this way. So black people are allowed to hate white people, but white people cannot hate black people.
No, listen. No, I said top of the hour. You're allowed to be racist. I just don't like systematic.
That's
racism.
crazy racist. What do you mean
I
you're
don't
allowed to
care.
be crazy?
You can do whatever the hell you want. I just don't want you to take it, go to work, and be a racist and shoot a black
Is
guy.
Mayor de woman out of the 2,614 shootings this year, and there was over 1,300 black on black shootings. Well, I'm not finished. There's also, I just want you to know, besides that, your congressman-elect Jamal Bowen says capitalism in New York is slavery. Do you believe that? Is the new
Of
saying?
course capitalism is always been
Unbelievable.
Hold on.
slavery. Democracy is slavery too.
Democracy is slavery.
Everything is slavery.
So we should go back to communism?
I mean,
And
I
starvation,
like
Venezuela.
Socialism is good. Where
Socialism.
Socialism.
Venezuela,
Hold on.
Russia.
Let her tell us what
Tell us what's
socialism
up.
is.
But I want to ask her one more question. I'm going to let her tell us
I
what
want to
it
hear
is.
what she had.
There was a young lady on TV, and went all over the video. A black lady says, "Listen, we are allowed to rob Gucci and all the stores.
Yeah, hell yeah, rob it,
because
rob
we're
it clean.
Why?
Must have been
Why?
her.
Rob it clean.
Why?
Because Gucci is insured. Gucci will never be bankrupt. Rob Gucci, rob Chanel.
Oh
rob
my
Walgreens,
God.
rob-
So you're advocating violence,
Thank
thuggery,
you.
violence. Take it all. You're advocating.
We need
So
stimulus
now
money.
we see what
Thank
BLM
you.
is all about.
Thank you.
Advocating robbery,
Oh, shut
thuggery,
up.
violence
Shut
in the
up. All
streets,
lives matter.
doing as
The
you
Proud
please.
Boys are killing. Proud Boys is all lives matter, and they're very violent. They're very violent. They beat us up when we went to D.C. What are you talking about?
Right now, the people that are doing the beating are Black Lives Matter. It's not the white people that are quiet.
White men are proud
on the
boys,
contrary.
and they're beating people up,
talk.
and they're not even getting in trouble with police. They're not even getting like incarcerated.
So-
they're not shooting them. They're allowed to act crazy.
So Barney, when I was at that protest with you, and I was leaving, there was 8 Black Lives Matter people
I was
surrounding
a part
me.
of them.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Now,
You
when
needed to
I
be
was,
surrounded.
and what happened
And
was
I
this,
cursed you out, too.
I laughed at you because I felt it wasn't a fair fight because 8-1, I can take you all down in one shot.
There was like 100 white people there. They were pushing
you
me.
ate
They were
surrounded,
pushing me in my diaper.
but you ate surrounded me, and I laughed at you, and then the cops came in and took me away.
Savagery has
We actually I wanted to see the white man.
It has resurfaced across the world, across America.
There was a white man that was stealing like a press pass. He brutalized or broke a camera lens from so the white man, he broke like a camera lens from like a photographer, a videographer. So we went after the police and told them arrest him. I wanted to see police brutality.
Now I want to say one more thing. So at my Hanukkah
organizations.
At my Hanukkah party, there were 3 Black Lives Matter protesters.
Yeah, they need to be. There should be more. Tell me when it is.
And
I went. Up.
You know that I went. Not me. I went downstairs with a friend. Where is he? He's somewhere around there. He went down. He got them to come up to have hot food and drinks.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing.
So I invited them into my house while they were protesting against me.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you hide your Gucci bags?
He doesn't need to hide. They don't want Gucci. They want rights, and they want
but
rights,
some
and
of them,
want freedom.
So in other words, they don't have rights and freedom and all that. I thought. Excuse me. I thought slavery was abolished back in 1860 something under Abraham. And I thought, excuse me. All these years, racism, economics, and bullshit. Racism has been all but eradicated in the United States of America and across the world.
You guys can't overtalk each other. Now,
Bumi's living under a rock.
Bumi's living on right. So this
very nice
my
rock.
point is now there's a lot of white people that have joined the Black Lives Matter movement
Because they're smart white people.
but they're racist.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, sure.
You said everybody's racist. All white people are
I
racist.
didn't say all white people, but a lot of them. You know what it is?
Am I racist?
Yeah, you are racist.
You watch my videos and you think I'm
Okay.
racist?
No, he's not.
Listen, I have like a bunch of racist followers. This okay? I'll allow you to exist.
Heshy,
Really?
according
Hold on.
to Crackpot,
I'll allow you to exist.
everybody's racist.
Barney.
All
You do know.
whites
You
are
know.
racist automatically.
You know.
Whereas the
You-
reality is, you see by Crackpot herself, by
You
her,
do- you
by
do-
what she says, you see that it is the Black
Now,
Lives
listen,
Matter.
I want
that
you to-
they
I want
are
you to
the
know.
reverse racists.
Okay,
They are the racists.
I want you to know my son is in the other room. We did take in black kids into our house, Muslim
That's
kids into
good.
our house. So
That's
how could I be
excellent.
racist?
I mean, like, I don't know. You can still be racist because it's a mindset.
Have you
So you've
ever,
read his mind?
Have you ever fed
I'm reading it right now.
Have you ever helped a white person that's homeless or no, okay. Stop. Let me switch topics. Governor Mayor de Blasio, you like him or not?
He's kind of dumb. He's a
Dumb.
little-
We know that.
Dumb.
He's an idiot. I call him an idiot. But has he been a good mayor or he's ruined this city?
Dum dum de bozo.
It's I don't he's
Okay.
he's lazy.
Let's-
He has no authority. Like
Okay.
I don't feel he doesn't have good leadership qualities. Cuomo has more of like a leadership.
Cuomo's an
He's
idiot.
more of a
For
leader. I
complete-
don't like
he's
Cuomo.
the biggest racist
Cuomo's
on the
an
planet.
opportunist. Listen, they're all opportunists. Politicians are opportunists.
Wow.
I know that
I'm
they
not
don't
going to be
like
an
me.
opportunist.
Listen, at the end of the day, you're all politicians. You're going to tell me what I want to hear. You're going to lie to me, and then you're going to do what you want. So I don't really trust any politician.
You know, I'd
have
love to
faith
hear
in
some phone
politicians.
calls. I'd like to take
I'm
some
going
phone
to.
calls.
I have faith in
I'm
politicians.
going to take some phone calls.
Take 'em.
But I'm going in a minute. I want to ask you one more question, and then
ahead.
I'm done. To my favorite question to all of this is really for all of you.
The panel.
Do you believe that this city has a chance of digging up from this hole that we're in and coming back to be one of the greatest cities?
Of course.
How?
Of course. You know, when they reopen the government or when they reopen, like, you know, businesses and stuff, we're going to come back. I think we're going to come back strong.
We have now, according to Mr. Biden,
right.
Mr. Biden, your president, said there was never going to be a vaccine. We
There's
got
a
the vaccine. So Trump did do a good job with warp speed. We were supposed.
I think that was Fauci and the NIH.
Fauci.
Right?
Fauci's an
Was he
80-year-old
He's
man.
still, but his senses are
What
there.
senses?
Boomy is 80. Why are you dogging 80-year-olds?
Fauci hasn't taken care of a patient in many years. You know that he makes more money than the president. Fauci
Good,
makes
he
makes $417,000 a year.
What's wrong with that? Let him take his money.
Okay,
Let
so
him take it.
got you.
What's
All
wrong?
right, so wow, and
so
Fauci's
President
white,
Trump
by the way.
accomplished that.
Fauci's
I
white.
hate Fauci. I really hate him.
Me too.
I
Thank
hate
God
him.
you're finally on my
I
side.
hate him.
So that's
Because he's
it.
white and he's
Oh,
white.
because he's white.
Because he's white and he's white.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Okay,
what a white.
we're gonna take a phone call. I hope somebody inside tells us to take a call. Take
a phone call. I hope you're racist.
Take line 5. You're on the air with Crackhead
Barney.
Barney, Heshy, Sawyer, and Boomy, who just doesn't want to calm down.
Good evening.
All right.
fellas.
Big H,
Oh my God!
Eddie.
This is our favorite guy,
I've
Eddie.
been trying for weeks to get through. And
Hey, Eddie.
Big H, hello. Big H, Boomy, and Sawyer, I'm glad to hear you. I'm sure you people are having some kind of a good time, and I want to wish you a better new year.
Yes,
Amen
I want to
to
wish
that.
you also, Crackhead, a very new year. You're so wonderful.
I'm
Really,
gonna
you're
have a
good girl.
great year.
Me too.
Not that it would take much, mind you, but I'm hoping for it.
Eddie, first of all, did you
We're
like the
praying
joke
for it,
today?
Eddie.
Because Crackhead didn't like the joke.
Your joke was like,
We lost him. What happened? Screener, what happened? No, I want Eddie
I
back.
want him back.
Why are you touching the phones?
What happened?
Eddie, you better call back. We're going to pick you up. Gosh, why picking up? Eddie's my favorite
Eddie,
caller in the whole world.
call
Eddie.
back.
Call back, Eddie. Go ahead, take line 3. You're on the air with Heshy, Sawyer, Boomy, and Crackhead. Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
How do you get online? How can I see it on Facebook?
You just type in Just Enough Heshy, and you type in Just Enough Heshy, and you'll see the show live, or you can watch a rerun of it afterwards. We're going to take another call. I want somebody to scream at Crackhead because
Yes, yell at me. I want to be yelled at tonight.
Go ahead.
Well, let's take another call.
So I'm going
Let's
to ask
see.
a question. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi. They keep hanging up on the calls.
Hello,
Take
you're on the
Vince.
air, Vince.
Heshy, Vince, how you doing?
Hey,
How are you,
Vince.
Vince?
Last week you cut me off, but it's okay. I figured it.
Wasn't me, Vince. But go ahead, Vince. How do you like
Okay.
our guest, Crackhead Barney?
Well, I have to compliment you, sir, for giving her the ability of going on the radio and showing what a moron she is.
Shut off your radio.
He said I'm a moron.
He didn't say you are because he's
He
not
said I'm a
happy.
moron.
Because he's not happy.
Good.
that-
We don't want you to be happy. What's his name? Vince?
Yeah.
Vince probably agrees with your...
Go ahead, Vince.
Let's
Vince.
take another
agrees
call.
with
No,
your
no, no. I'd
Oh,
like to
yes,
hear more
Keep
from
him.
Vince.
Keep Vince.
Vince,
Go ahead.
please.
Go ahead.
Vince,
Tell us
us
Keep
more.
it. Vince has a small mind.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because he's like, what a moron I am. Does he understand anything?
Vince?
I
believes
did-
she believes
no.
that
I'm sure he's
you
white.
Vince, she
Let him ask
believes
his question.
she believes you white men have been punishing and are racist.
But I'm black, though.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
No.
right. He wishes he's black.
Vince, is it true what she's saying? Is it true? Is the racist? Are we bad? I mean, are we am I crazy?
No. Please listen. She has a sense of humor. I have a sense of humor. I'm not black.
I know that.
What's going on here? Why
Okay,
did I keep
but
getting-
Vince,
Okay.
Vince,
Yes, sir.
Vince,
Speak, Vince.
say one more thing because we're going to have to get another caller. Talk to us.
Okay, I just want to say that, what do you call it? I respect you for the people that you put on and the opinions you put on. And here you're giving a young lady the ability of showing the education she has. And it's really great for you, and you'll make a great city councilman.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you. Thank you for your
Vince,
call,
that's
and we're going to take
wonderful.
another call in a minute. I want to ask you a
Right.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi. Is this Eddie?
Thank you. Let's just hang up on Vince, and we'll take another call in a minute or two. This is a very serious question. I have been against drugs all my life. I hate drugs. I've seen what drugs have done to the black kids, Spanish kids, Jewish kids. I've been to jail so many times bringing kids home. It kills me. And I've seen this week when a pothead kid, I felt bad. Maybe I shouldn't have screamed back at him that he was stoned. And a lot of kids, I'm talking cross racial lines. They are now legalizing marijuana.
Oh, that's great.
Are you crazy?
No, that's good that they're legalizing marijuana because you know what? Marijuana has some like medicinal properties. You can like.
So
there
don't-
would be more
and you're
crackheads
gonna-
out there. You're not
Hold on.
competition.
Hold
And you're going to let them sell it on every corner store?
I hope they do sell it, and I hope they're able to make a
But
profit. I hope
crackhead, think of the
and I hope
competition for
that-
you.
I hope that that the marijuana dealers, I hope they are able to make more profit.
But
and I hope they don't tax
why
the
can't you?
marijuana.
Why can't you just grow the marijuana at home and smoke
That's
it? Why,
the only
why-
reason
you
it's
know,
becoming
when
legalized.
kids-
Is
when
because they
kids-
could tax it.
But
I don't want them to
when
tax
kids
it.
start smoking on the street and making accidents or walking around with a gun,
How about cigarettes and alcohol?
as cigarettes, you're not getting high. Alcohol, you're not allowed to drive when you're stoned, and you can see when you're stoned on alcohol. Marijuana, you can hide it pretty well.
No, well, like
Especially with that. What's that new marijuana they have?
The
with
CBD?
The CBD, whatever.
What's wrong with that?
Not
They have-
CBD. It's non-smelling.
K2?
Not the non-smelling marijuana. You know, it's
I don't know, K2.
what's
yeah?
that non-smelling marijuana?
But let me ask you something.
Vaporizing.
Do you want a lot of other people walking around as crackheads? You'd have so much competition out there. I mean, really. Think about a crackhead. Don't you like to be unique and be one of a kind and one
You and your wife
special?
are the only crackheads I'm afraid of being
So
around.
now you legalize marijuana. Okay, everybody's happy. I'm not happy with it. I'm going to fight it in city council, and I am going to stop it.
No, but it's
I will.
fine.
It's
That's
not.
not the,
I've seen people get into accidents. I see kids
Listen,
losing
there-
jobs.
there can be
People
a
are
lot-
not working.
There can be a lot of
I
reasons
have-
why people don't
do you-
work and lose
do
jobs.
you
There
know-
can be
Well, what about all those
mental illness.
suicides?
Wait a minute,
Crackheads,
that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, but
As of
ADHD,
last week,
bipolar.
we had 104 suicides. I was hoping it was over.
But
End of the year is coming.
The reason people are suicidal is because of depression. Depression is, the depression has to be long lasting.
Marijuana helps you get depressed.
How do you? But not for everybody. I mean, everyone is different.
I
We
got you.
can't.
So
we
stop
can't make this general
marijuana.
statement. I don't think we can make this
Even
general
if
statement
one-
about
even if
marijuana
one-
and pot. I don't think you're being fair to
Okay,
them.
so fine. How about cocaine? Now, last year in the United States, we
Listen,
confiscated 508,000 tons of cocaine. Now,
by the way,
That's
for everybody
over
that's
1 million pounds.
How
one
much-
ton is 2,000
how
pounds.
much? 1 minute. And how much didn't we catch? What do you say about cocaine?
I want to know who's making the money and profit off of cocaine. Listen,
It's
this
the
is,
drug dealers from out of the
I
country.
think that is tied with the government and United States.
So
and
the
it's
government
getting
is giving out the cocaine.
Yes, it's getting redistributed in communities, and I just don't. I listen. Who's profiting off the cocaine?
Well, maybe if it's Nancy
think
Pelosi,
that-
I would believe
think
it
that
could
the
be possible.
government-
that
The
she's
infrastructure of
involved.
cocaine is definitely tied into the United States federal government, and I don't think it's as bad. I mean, like, I'm not going to sit here and play like bad good because I know the United States is in on the corruption.
Wow.
Of course.
In on the corruption.
Of course. Didn't
So
Biden
basically-
take bribes from
basically-
China?
And so did Trump.
So basically,
No,
Biden-
he didn't.
Biden
Trump
stole
is
the
friends-
election. That's
Trump
corruption.
is friends with the North Korean.
So basically,
That was all Biden.
So basically,
No, it's actually
hold on,
Trump.
stop, guys. Basically, we're lost. This country is over. We have no chance for the future. I don't think we'll make it for the next few years. According to the way what's coming out of your mouth, we should all be potheads. Cocaine
you're
is
able to choose your lifestyle. I think that we should be. You should be able to choose.
United States of America means one country.
No, but we cannot have a one idea and one thought and one way of living. Everyone
And if
is
you
different.
disagree with the other person, you can go out and beat them, rob from them,
I
lie,
didn't say
cheat,
that.
You
steal.
said yes.
That's what you
Yes,
said.
that's,
You said
that's
Gucci.
BLM, isn't
No,
that?
Gucci needs
you
to-
can
Gucci needs
steal,
to be
you can
looted.
cheat,
So it-
loot,
BLM is not
pillage,
violent.
plunder.
So, wait a minute.
All
What
lives
then?
matter.
Why
Riot.
does Gucci need to be looted? I
It
want to
needs
hear
be
this.
looted.
But when
Why?
the insurance companies pay, us regular people have to pay back those insurance companies.
I'm
The
not
rates
paying.
go up.
Sure you are.
You
I'm
said
not
you're a
paying.
taxpayer.
I
Health
don't pay-
insurance,
I don't buy
taxes
Gucci.
go up. Not you, but us people that have to pay the insurance companies to cover Gucci.
It's
Crackhead, are you
Gucci-
making a good living,
Gucci's
crackhead?
French. Gucci is French.
Uh-huh.
They have enough money.
Crackhead, do you make a good living?
Only from you, Boomy.
No, really.
Let me call you
Italian,
Daddy.
but okay.
Heshy, let me call you Daddy.
Okay, let's take another call.
Okay, by
from
the way,
you,
everybody, they're going to put this up on your screen. Saturday night, this Saturday night, you're invited, crackhead. I'm going to be in big trouble. This Saturday night, I'll be at a speaking event in Flatbush. We're going to be posting it.
Oh, wow,
January
you wanna go?
2nd.
Let's
They're
go,
going to put, they're
VIP.
going to, it's at 8:00 at night. We're going to be at an event. I don't think
Is
they're
it
going to let.
inside or outside?
It's inside. It's going to be private. I don't think they're going to let anybody in, but they're going to film it and send it out on YouTube and stuff. And I'll be speaking for an hour. And boy, crackhead.
Where's it gonna be?
I'm going to bring it up. It's in Flatbush right now. I didn't want it to.
Send me the flyer.
I'll send you the flyer. We'll be posting it the day before.
Hesh, can
Now,
you take another call or
Here's
two?
one
There
more
are people
thing.
waiting.
One more thing. Facebook. Are they?
I hate Zuckerberg.
Okay,
Are
but
they
you-
censoring us?
You know, I
Why
do
do
you
you
know?
hate him?
1 minute. Do you know that
Trash.
I posted?
Why?
I posted something twice on YouTube about the hospitals. They censored me and took it off. Now, I want to ask you this most important question. I've been to hospitals all over. I don't see the ambulances triple lining up. This week, I got a video from a guy in Los Angeles where they came on, LA County came on and said every hospital is double packed double alliances. These guys went to every hospital in Los Angeles and said it's a lie. And it wasn't a white guy who did it, it was a black guy. Now tell me, do you believe that the government is lying about COVID? Because the hospitals are not overrunning in beds and so on.
Do I think the government is lying about COVID?
Yeah.
I cannot stand. I can't truthfully and honestly say if the government.
Do you
is
have a
lying
lot
about
of friends that had COVID and died from COVID?
No, they didn't die.
So you don't know anybody that died? Or
No, I know people that know people that died.
They know people. And have you gone to the hospital or seen any hospitals? I mean, you see the ambulances all over. You've passed hospitals. Do you see the mass?
Yes, I see the mass. The ICU rates were through the roof.
From where did you get those numbers?
From March. From March till
But
May.
I got you. Where did you get these numbers from?
NBC.
A bunch of idiots. Now you know that Scott Stringer, who's running for mayor, says he is suing now the government, which nobody knew.
Can I get in on the action? I want some government money.
He's suing the government to release the information because all the information that they released, nobody actually saw. He just told us about it. He's just now suing to get the real information.
Point, Heshy?
My point is that they tricked you, and that you've been tricked all along. Maybe,
so what are you gonna do?
Maybe you just lost.
Maybe.
I'm gonna make it better.
Okay, how are you gonna make it better?
I don't know.
Take another caller.
Take another caller. Take line 2.
Hello.
You're on the air with Heshy, Crackhead Barney, Sawyer, Boomy, and maybe me. I'm not sure if I'm still in this conversation. Go ahead.
Hi, hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
You're on the air.
You have to shut off your radio. Hello?
Shut off your radio in the background and then
Hurry
ask a
up.
few questions.
Shut him off.
Hi, hello. You're on the
Black
air with
Lives
Heshy,
Matter.
Boomy, Sawyer, and Crackpot.
Yeah, is Biden a racist? He's a white person.
Well,
Right.
Biden is
That's a very
well-known
good
racist.
question.
That
So
has a history of racism.
you voted for Biden, or you wanted Biden? Is Biden a
I
racist?
wanted
Big-
Trump.
Not you,
Not
but
you.
Crackhead Barney.
Big racist. I hate Biden.
But
I hate him.
So why did you pick Biden over
I don't
Trump?
know, because Trump is such garbage. That I needed to pick a lesser form of trash.
Now Camilla, what's her name?
Kamala Harris.
Is she okay?
I hate her.
She's black.
I don't know. I don't like her.
That's good.
Cause
So,
she-
so
cause
you
she-
recognize
that's good.
her.
So
You know
you-
why I don't like Kamala Harris? Because she enforces white supremacy, and I don't like white supremacists.
Are
Why?
you joking?
No, I don't like white supremacists.
How does she?
Look at her. Look at her politics. Look at what she's done as prosecutor. She's awful. She's locking up all these innocent black men and
Who
putting
sell
all these
drugs?
Black people.
Who sell drugs?
No, it's a lie. It's
She
a
just
lie.
walks into their houses.
It's a lie. She's a white supremacist. I like white supremacy.
Remember,
at all.
Heshy, she's only half black. She's got a white side,
I don't
too.
care. I don't like white supremacy.
Can I ask you a question now?
I don't.
Let me go back. Martin Luther King.
What did he do now?
I'm nothing. I want to ask your opinion on him.
Oh, I love him.
Finally, what? Okay, so good. What black leaders today do you like?
Myself.
Okay, I like you.
And you know who else I love? I really love the Black Lives Matter activists like Queen Jean, Joelle Rivera.
Do you think Martin Luther King would have approved of the Black Lives
Like
Matter, the way they conduct themselves and the way they take on
the
their
underground
political
activists
agenda?
are doing so much right now. The underground activists, the Black Lives Matter activists, they're doing so much on the front line, and like they're amazing. So you don't really know who they are, but they're just the grassroots organizers are just amazing.
Grassroots organizers.
I'm running for city council. Would you vote for me?
I don't know if I could vote for you in your district. It depends.
No, not that you could vote for me in my district. I'm saying, but if you were in my district, would you vote for me?
No.
Wow.
Because you have Boomy and this Sawyer chick as your comrade.
All right, let's take another. Let's take another line. Line 2. You're on the air with Heshy, Boomy, Sawyer, and Crackpot Barney.
James
They wiped out the library, and they want to impose biometric IDs, rings on your fingers, watches. They'll monitor your health and location. They'll be tracking you every which way you go, 24 hours a day.
How? With the vaccine? With the vaccine, or with?
That's the Great Reset there. That Klaus Schwab, the global elite, Xi Jinping.
That's a good question, James. Thank you for your call. This vaccine that's coming out, are you going to take it?
Hell no.
Why?
It's bullshit.
Biden says it's good. Biden, they said that we wouldn't have it. Only 13 million people got affected by the disease. We already have 11 million doses, which only 1 million have been distributed.
Good, I don't want one.
But why not?
Because it's bullshit.
But
I
it'll
don't
make
want no
everything go away.
vaccine.
So you want COVID to go on forever?
I I mean, listen, this is my understanding of a virus. If you get COVID, you have the antibodies, so you don't need the
Not
vaccine.
according to Fauci, who you said is great.
You have the antibodies, so you don't
No,
need the vaccine.
no. According to Fauci, no.
Well, when did he say that?
Recently.
I don't listen to Fauci. I hate him.
I hate him too.
I hate him. I don't want to follow him.
And I'll tell you
also-
something, for such a lovely young lady like yourself, you seem to have a lot of hate towards a lot of people
I
out
hate
there.
him.
It's
You know why? Because I'm
incredible, yeah.
angry.
Who
Because
do
I'm
you-
angry. I'm an angry
Angry.
bitch. That's why.
Okay.
Why?
I
Why are
am
you so
an angry bitch, 'cause I need to
angry?
be.
Do you like
You
the,
need to
do, you-
be.
do you like the Jewish people?
Asking about
We're not
their-
asking
their
about that.
performances.
I'm asking
Are
you.
you trying to railroad me into anti-Semitism?
Yeah.
Is that what you?
Yeah.
Okay. I see where you're going with that.
I want-
You want me to be an anti-Semitic?
Not anti-Semitic. Forget racist. Now I
Oh.
want to talk about religion.
There's nothing. Everybody. When it comes to religion, you're free to practice whatever you want.
Good. Very
You're free
good.
to practice.
And you have no problem. I mean, do you have a problem walking into a synagogue and saying hello to the Jewish people?
Oh, of course, I could. Listen, there's Jewish people in this room.
Right?
I may wash myself 20 times when I go home.
Why? Oh, wow. Did you hear that?
Because I was in the room with them.
By the way, Crackpot, should I check for my wallet on my way out?
I may remove my fleas when I walk outside.
So the Jewish.
I may brush my
So
fleas.
all Jewish people have fleas and dogs.
No, Heshy,
right?
just check your pockets on the way out when Crackpot leaves.
Oh yeah. Now I'm a thief because I'm black.
Well, she's saying that
Well,
where
you
they
guys-
should
well,
be.
you have
You're
fleas.
encouraging thieves. You're saying rob Gucci,
By
rob
the way,
stores, rob everything else.
By the way, I
Rob,
did.
splendid.
By the way,
I
I
mean,
did see a video of you walking into a Chinese store.
Which
and
one?
One of your videos, and they accused you of stealing, and you had more money than them.
Yeah, of course, always.
She came out with she says, I don't need to steal, but they did give you. Why were they racist against you?
Wait, when was this? Oh God. I
One
don't
of your
know.
videos, I think it was.
Listen, when you're black, they follow you in stores, so I get angry.
Yeah,
So
and
all
and
black
she's
people are
Hollywood
followed.
royalty. What do you want? She's got a lot of money.
Not all black people are followed. I'm Nigerian too, so you know.
All Nigerian.
Yeah, I'm Nigerian.
What about Jamaican blacks?
What about them? They're
Are they
fine.
not followed as much as Nigerian
I mean,
blacks?
listen, but black people, black is black.
How do you distinguish between a
How do you
Nigerian and
distinguish
Jamaican
between
black?
Jewish people? Do you say like one's Orthodox, one's Reformed, one is?
Yeah, actually,
No, but you can't tell by the facial structure.
Okay, well, I have a few more
Let's take
questions.
another
Let's take
call.
one
Can
more
you stop
call.
putting your fleas on me?
I won't.
Hi,
I'll try
you're
to
on
keep
the
the
air
fleas
with
on me.
Please.
with Heshy, Sawyer, and Crackpot.
This crackhead.
I'm sorry, Crackhead.
I wanted this show to be funny, guys, this week
It
because the
is
New Year is coming.
You're
I
on
want
the
you
air.
guys
It
to
is
come
funny.
Go ahead. You're on the
Oh,
air. Hello?
Hi, Heshy. I wanted to I actually kind of wanted to jump into the conversation about defunding the police. I think that's not like logical to do so. I think they should be funded more
I agree.
so that they can get
But according to Crack,
No, but of course,
I'd rather
I'm
have
sure-
more police around in this city,
Okay,
get
but
quieted
you know
down,
why?
than remain
You
the
know
shooting
why?
gallery that it is. I
You
don't
know
want to
why?
walk out there being afraid
You
of
know
getting
why?
mugged
'Cause
and
you
shot
know
at
why?
like
'Cause
it's
your
happened.
life isn't on the line. When you, an
So in other
interaction,
words-
an interaction with the police for a black person can be life or death. That's probably why.
but there's
you
a
want
lot.
more
Do you
funding.
know that
You probably
25%
want
of
more
the
funding for
hold
the
on,
police.
hold on.
That makes sense for you.
25% of the police force is black.
What the hell does that mean? They're still institutionalized systematic
So
racism.
black-
There's no
Do you know what those
institutionalized
black
systematic
police-
racism.
you know
That's
what those
wrong.
black-
I wanna hear this.
You know what those black police officers have to
Yes.
go through for even
Here's
like
the-
certain positions as sergeant or lieutenant? I was reading that it's very
The
hard.
chief of police.
Yes,
Oh, my
crap.
God.
Shut up.
The chief
Shut
of
up.
police.
You know what they have to go through? There's institutionalized racism.
Oh.
Certain black police officers can't even like ascend
Oh
the
my
hierarchy.
God.
Okay,
Don't pull
do you
that
hear
bullshit
that?
with me.
You hear
Yeah.
that? You hear
the
that?
reason why there's police brutality is because of people are like resisting arrest.
It's not because
that's
of
what's
resisting
happening.
arrest. How about like
Yes.
Jacob Blake? How about all
Right,
these
there are many
Innocent
reasons, but it has
black men-
nothing to do with the
innocent
men
black
being,
men have been
nothing
killed
to
at
do with the
Caller,
color.
caller, thank you for your
Absolutely
call.
no
Yeah.
reason.
Thank you for your
Shut up,
call.
caller.
So I
Don't
want
read
to
the
ask you a
damn
question.
book.
Do you
Don't
know?
read the
Do you
goddamn
know?
book.
Do you know Hakeem Jeffries?
Yeah, he's a councilman. Or
He was a
something, yeah.
councilman, and now he's something else. He was interviewing a black reporter, a very good man. You know who's that guy from Fox?
Oh yeah! Oh my God! It's just slipping
You know,
my
he's
mind
too
right now. There's a great
racist.
radio program too.
Right. So Hakeem Jeffries went around the country and picked about 5 or 6 places where police went and shot or abused black people. While he went and said white serial killers, we treated nicely, took them out to dinner
Yeah,
and so on.
because even if you see Yo, so you see the guy Dylan Roof? They gave him Burger King.
One guy. Now you're telling me that all the black shootings.
And white men are terrorists.
White men are terrorists.
They have a habit of blowing up buildings,
Oh.
shooting up post offices.
So in
shooting
other
up
words, now
certain
you're saying
places,
black.
And they sell.
Now
them-
you know
and-
this
and-
weekend.
and the
You know
whole
this
media-
weekend.
listen,
You know
the whole
this
media-
weekend. You
and
know.
listen,
You know. This weekend. In the Bronx, there was a party.
White men are the biggest terrorists on this planet.
A man went into the party, took out his gun, and shot 4 people because a woman turned him down.
I'm
Now,
sure he was white.
really, he was black, by the way.
Oh.
And he shot 4 black people.
A white man told him to do it.
Oh, I see. He's been guided by a white man. Oh, we had a wonderful show now, Heshy.
Everybody, I want to thank.
Very revealing, very enlightening.
I want to thank Craig Head
the white
Barney.
people.
We had a lot
White
of things to
people.
talk about, but I wanted you guys to have an enjoyable night with me. I want you to have a good laugh. I wanted you guys to see that we're all the same, and she has opinions like we all do. I want you to treat your fellow man good. I want you to remember HeshyTischler.com. I want to wish you all a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Next week, I'm going to be in Washington. I'm going to fly back and still make the show. If not, Boomy's here all alone.
Oh, goody.
You know what?
It's gonna be a horrible show.
We'll invite back to be his co-host, Crackhead Barney.
No, she'll beat the hell out of me right here in the
We're
studio.
gonna kill each other.
Watch my show next Wednesday.
There'll be no show. Shit.
Thank you, everybody, for watching my show, listening to my show. Thank you, sponsors. And boy, I can't wait to get home